welcome to the world of Craig. That's me, if you've never been here before. So, just completely lost my train of thought. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the world of Craig. Yes, that's me. I'm Craig, if you've not been here to my channel before. Thank you so much for coming along and having a look at what I'm getting up to. Now, I hope that anybody that's viewing this, whether you're new to the channel or you've been following me for a while, or you've come and found me from my Instagram, I hope that you guys are all doing okay and doing well. I hope that you're hopeful that we will have another kind of new normal, one that's nearer to what we're used to sometime soon. So before we get into what we're going to talk about, I just wanted to send you all love and light, and like I said, hope that everyone is doing okay. Now, my channel here is a mixture really of hair and beauty. I'm a hairdresser, most of you probably know that, and I work in a salon, I do session work, etc, but I love products, just products generally. Hair products, beauty products. This is going to be the longest intro in the world. And beauty products, and I've been doing a series of lives from my bathroom, which is just back there, called Beauty in the Bathroom. And for that, I've been testing new things. Most of them with active ingredients. Some of them are premium price points, some of them not so expensive. He looks over at the chair. Most of them are premium price point. So I thought that I would share with you guys my findings, and I've been using them now long enough to kind of get a feel for them. So without further ado, let's get into some effective beauty. Oh, before I forget, and before we get into new beauty, which he looks up on the chair again, just before we get into that, if you enjoy this video, then please give it a like. And also, if you want to see more of what's on my channel, then if you subscribe, please make sure that you hit the bell notification. You have to actually click it and select all. Otherwise, YouTube, the algorithm, the way that it is now, right now, it won't show you other things that I post. Okay, enough of that. Let's get into beauty. Right, so first up, I'm going to talk about something that I've been really enjoying. When I bought it for myself in February. I actually bought myself this for Valentine's Day, and that's Dr. Dennis Gross Ferulic and Retinol Triple Correction Eye Serum. Now, I hope my camera focuses in on that. So I've been using this since February, and you can probably see there that I've probably got a third of it left. It's a really light gel texture, and obviously it's an eye serum. The great thing about this is not just the formulation, because Dr. Dennis Gross is a dermatologist and formulates the most amazing products, but it's the fact that it's what they call a 360 eye serum. So you can use it both under and over the eye. Now, retinol, I don't know whether you guys are aware, some of you may not know, but retinol is a skin resurfacing product. So it helps to gently slough off the dead skin, which as we get older, obviously our cell production slows down. I'm a huge fan of retinol, and I have talked about it before on my channel here, and I do talk about it on my Instagram. But retinol is it's kind of like a new youth molecule, if you like. Sometimes people can be slightly sensitive to the stronger versions of retinol, but the formulation of this is actually quite gentle because you're using it around the eye. Then it also contains an acid called ferulic acid, and when you put that together with retinol, it's amazing for anti-aging and for getting rid of fine lines, wrinkles. I found with this that I have sun damage underneath my eyes. I'm quite freckly, and although I don't go in the sun, any kind of sunlight makes my skin kind of get darker spots. But this has actually faded the darker spots that are underneath my eyes and improved the skin tone, which is great. And the brilliant thing about it, because it is a serum, and I know I'm really raving about this, but I really do love it. I will be repurchasing this when it runs out. Is that it's very cooling, very soothing. After a night's sleep, I'm a real puffy-eyed person. So I get up and my eyes are really puffy and swollen. I put this on after I've had a coffee, like after sort of 10-15 minutes. Coffee is like the first thing I do when I get out of bed, and food. And I find that it really does de-puff and almost seems to slightly, not tighten as such, but slightly brighten and lift the eye. So, super long name. I'm gonna have to read it from the front. Ferulic and Retinol Triple Correction. There we go, it's the triple correction I get wrong. Eye serum from Dr. Dennis Gross. It retails for about £70. I got this one from Space NK here in the UK. I think they sell it in Sephora in America. It's also stocked in the UK on Cult Beauty. So it's very, it's easy to get your hands on. obviously Dr. Dennis Gross is very, very kind of famous, if you like, for his product, which are the peel pads, which I've also used, which are really, really good. So, this has actually made me want to look into more of the products. So I will be, like I said, I will be repurchasing this when it runs out, but it's definitely, if you're concerned with aging around the eye or discoloration or just a tired looking eye really, it's a really great one for that. Now, next on my new effective beauty list is something from the brand Beauty Pie. Now this is quite new in the line, and this is Japanfusion Bio Ceramide Moisture Mask. Now, if you've never heard of Beauty Pie before, Beauty Pie was founded by Marcia Kilgore, who was the founder of Bliss, FitFlop, Soap and Glory, Sopa Duper, also a really great brand. And she is the person behind Beauty Pie. Beauty Pie is a subscription, either monthly or annually. I'm a monthly subscriber, and it gives you access to products like this at 80% off their RRP. So this cost me £12. I bought it myself. Nothing in this video is sponsored. This cost me £12, but it has an RRP of about 100. In my opinion, it is a kind of a dupe for, it's very, very similar to the Black Rose Mask from Sisley, which we if you're a beauty fan, you know is about £100. So this is about £100 RRP, but it cost me 12. So, and I've been using this now for about 6 weeks. I'm about halfway through this tube. So, Bioceramide Moisture Mask. I've got my trusty iPad here, my teenage iPad, because there's some science here and I don't want to get the science wrong and misinform anybody. But it's a super antioxidant mask because it contains vitamin C, which comes from Jabara. I'm not sure who she is, but it contains vitamin C, which I love. Now this is J Beauty. Marcia has access to labs all over the world, and this is actually manufactured and formulated in Japan. And we know, us beauty lovers know, that Japanese J Beauty and K Beauty are mega, and like I use quite a lot of J and K Beauty. So I'm a big fan of that. This has got grape extract, and actually the grape extract is polyphenols. Now polyphenols, I'll say it again, are an antioxidant. They're a really powerful antioxidant, again like vitamin C, but I think they're even supposed to be as effective, if not more effective than vitamin C. Don't quote me on that, but they are a really effective antioxidant. So this is a super power-packed, loaded, very like creamy mask in texture. If I put a little bit on the back of my hand. So it's got a really nice cream, get the lid back on, there we go. Got a really nice creamy texture to it. Hopefully you guys can see that and it's focusing. There we go. And it basically moisturizes the skin, plumps it up. Now I've been using this in 2 different ways. The first way is to pop it on and leave it on for about 20 minutes, tissue off any excess, and then go to bed. I have to mind going to bed. And the second way is to pop it on, leave it on for 10 minutes, as they say on the website and on the back of the box, which is actually sitting over there. I keep a lot of my beauty products in their boxes because I never know if I'm going to make content. And slightly weird of me. And then I leave it on for 10 minutes, rinse it off, and then apply a little bit of makeup. If I've used it a few times when I've been going to events and things, and it really does make the skin look refreshed and look kind of plumped and dewy, and we're all about that. So I'm really into the Japanfusion Bio Ceramide Moisture Mask from Beauty Pie. Now, if you're a die-hard beauty fan, then I'm sure you're already aware of Sunday Riley, but this is the first product that I've actually had from them, from their line, which is now kind of iconic and has like a massive following, and that's the Lunar Sleeping Night Oil. Now, first up, I love the packaging of this. I shouldn't be such a sucker for packaging, and I do use a lot of The Ordinary and a few other things that don't come in very snazzy packaging, but I do think that's just such a beautiful component, as we say in the beauty industry. So this is Lunar Sleeping Night Oil. Now, effectively, it's a retinol, so it contains a form of retinol that's perhaps maybe gentler on the skin, but as I was talking about in the Dr. Dennis Gross eye product, that also contains retinol. And when you get to my age, I'm 48 next month, you need something that's going to help to regenerate the skin. I know it's hard to believe. That's such an old cringy dad joke. But this Lunar Sleeping Oil from Sunday Riley, I treated myself to this at the beginning of what we're all going through at the moment. So that was probably about, what was that? About 40 days ago, I think I bought this. I've been using it since. And I have actually noticed an effect on my skin already. I use this at night time. There'll be a few days that I haven't used it, but I've used it pretty much every day. Now, let's see if I can do this without spilling this everywhere. If I put a little drop on the back of my hand, you're probably going to be able to pick that up. If I put that down, you can see that it's actually got a blue colour to it, and it actually disappears. The blue disappears and it turns clear when you actually massage it in. I hope you guys can see that. Now, the actual product is blue, and that's because it contains blue tansy and German chamomile. So it has the retinol in it, and it smells gorgeous. It does smell kind of aromatherapy-ish, if you like. So it does have retinol, it contains blue tansy, which is an essential oil, and it also contains German chamomile. And I think it's the chamomile that you can smell. Now this is a nighttime, obviously, lunar, moon, night, and it's obviously a sleeping oil. So you pop it on before you go to bed, and then you wake up with kind of, it does make my skin, again, feel quite plump. I have noticed that the texture of my skin around my nose and kind of here, I don't put it up under my eyes, but like this section here, this side of my face, my cheek, if you like, is actually a bit softer and the pores seem smaller. It also contains avocado oil and chia seed oil, which give it this really kind of, I don't want to say the word luxurious because that word makes me cringe, but it gives it this really gorgeous, luscious texture, if you like, on the skin. And this is actually at night time. This is kind of all I've been using on nights that I haven't used a mask or anything else. I've just literally applied this to dry skin and then gone to sleep. Do that again. And then you wake up with, you know, a renewed complexion. Now I think this is a 15ml, which is the kind of travel size, if you like, which was about £45. So it's a higher price point, but when you read about it on their, and I will link their website down below in the description, when you read about it on their website and the kind of development that actually Sunday, there is a Sunday Riley, she does exist, has put into this product, that's why it's a slightly higher price point. I think the larger size, which is maybe 50ml, is about £85. So, but definitely something worth having a look at. And if you're new to retinols or retinoids, because this is a very gentle releasing retinol, it's a really great one to try. So that's Sunday Riley's Lunar Sleeping Oil. So those three things are all products that I've been using long enough to be able to give you an opinion and to be able to recommend to you guys. I always like to use things for a bit of time, for at least a month, before I can kind of shout them out, and either on here in a video or on my Instagram, which will be linked down below and it's probably popping up here somewhere. But there's a couple of things on this chair that I have been using recently that I'm really, really enjoying. Now the first one of those is a K-beauty product by a brand called Purito, and I'm going to mention these very briefly, and I will pop their the links down below. Now I actually purchased this from Skinsider in the UK, which is a distributor of Korean beauty, K-beauty and J-beauty, I think, and this is by a brand called Purito, and it's their Pure Vitamin C Serum. Now I've really, really been enjoying this. It's a very, very clear, almost not watery, but it's a very, very clear serum. I don't know if you can see that on the back of my hand. And it contains vitamin C, obviously, because it's called Pure Vitamin C. It's got such a lovely slippery texture to it. It's a nighttime treatment, this one. Vitamin C is normally a daytime, can be night or day, but often a daytime treatment. This one they tell you to use at nighttime. It's got vitamin C, it contains niacinamide, which is a vitamin B derivative, which is incredible for rejuvenating the skin. And it also contains hyaluronic acid, and that's what's giving it that really beautiful slip and like moisture to the skin. I've only been using it for about 2 weeks, so I can't sort of tell you that it's wondrous, but I have really been enjoying the results so far. And I think it has a price point of under £20. So it's really, really great and definitely worth a look at. So it was from Skinsider here in the UK, but I'm sure it's available internationally. And that's Vitamin C Serum by Pure Vitamin C. No, yes, Pure Vitamin C Serum. He looks at the label, by Purito. Now, last but by no means least, I wanted to mention this new Radiance ritual from Linnea. Now, this was gifted to me. A shout out to the people from Linnea. Thank you very much for sending this my way. And I've only used it twice, but we're talking about effective, active products, and this to me is super effective. It's a very creamy, nourishing mask, if you like, that has 10% AHA in it and 2% BHA. Like I said, I've only used it twice, but the reason that I had such a good shave this morning is because partly down to the fact that I used this last night. It's a skin resurfacer with those acids in it. We know that AHAs, BHAs, glycolic, salicylic acid, they're all great for resurfacing the skin and getting rid of dead skin to reveal a fresher skin. So I used this last night, I popped it on my face, left it on for 20 minutes onto dry, cleansed skin, and then took it off with a washcloth that it comes with, and my skin felt super soft. So I'm sure that you'll be seeing this as well popping up on my IG or maybe here again on my YouTube. But for now, that's kind of all I can say about it, is that I've had great results so far. I would say with anything that's very active, this or anything else that we've talked about that has active ingredients, it's always a good idea to test it if you're sensitive to things like that. If you have a sensitive skin, to test it somewhere, maybe on the crook of your arm or the back of your knee or behind your ear. Just test it on a small patch of skin first, just to make sure that you're not reactive to it. I don't have a very sensitive skin, so I would go straight in with something like this because I know that my skin can tolerate acids and retinol, etc., etc. But always be careful and err on the side of caution. But I'm sure that we'll be hearing a lot more about, I'm already starting to see this a lot more on social media. That's Radiance Ritual by Luneia. So that's it for a roundup of what's new in my bathroom cupboard. Oh my goodness, it's overflowing, but I can't help myself. I do love a beauty product. If you've enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like this, then please give it a like, because it lets me know what sort of content you want to see. I'd love to know what your favorite beauty products are. Is there something that I'm not using that you guys are using that you're loving? Please let me know in the comments down below. I do have an Instagram that's full of hair and the odd bit of beauty, and you can check that out. It will be linked down below, or it's popping up on the screen here now. All that leaves me to say is that I hope you guys are all doing really, really well. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll see you really soon again here on my channel.